Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for this segment, we have Patrick Colle, CEO of BNP Paribas Securities Services. Patrick, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thank you, Jill. Great to be with you.
It is BNP Paribas Securities Services 10-year anniversary in the U.S. What originally made you want to enter the U.S. market?
Well, 10 years ago, we gave ourselves a very simple mission to accompany our clients, meaning in our custody and fund admin business, being able to accompany them where they invest, trade, and trade and distribute their funds. And therefore, we decided that the only way to be able to deliver on that was to have a truly global business model, considering at the time we were only European with an outpost in Australia. And that meant global, but also multi-local, being able to provide local custody services in the major markets of the world, including APAC and also the Americas, North and South, in addition to Europe. Being a local custodian, but also being a local fund administrator in those major markets. Therefore, we could not deliver on a global model and strategy without being obviously deployed locally in the US, because the US is quite simply 50% of the market, whether in terms of funds or professionally managed assets. So indeed, today we are celebrating our 10th year anniversary of the launch of our local custody services and fund administration services into the US market, where we are a direct participant into DTCC, a direct participant into Fed, for instance. So fast forward, after 10 years worldwide, we are deployed across the 3 regions of the world, covering 27 markets, the major markets in the world, as a local custodian, and 17 markets where we act as a local fund administrator and local depository bank, and therefore we are able to accompany our clients in a strategically relevant way.
There's been an incredible surge of interest in sustainable finance and ESG globally. How are you seeing institutional investors adapt to this rapidly emerging segment?
Yeah, no, absolutely. What we see is quite simply, I'd say, one is ESG is top of mind in all the conversations we have with institutional investors. Second, interestingly, what we see, and we saw that from a survey we conducted last year across about 350 institutional investors worldwide, what we see really for the first time is that brand and reputation came first over investment returns in terms of driving ESG investment decisions. And then the third thing which we see across the board is we see institutional investors, and not only, also intermediaries, getting busy and somehow grappling with the issue of data collection, data aggregation, in order to monitor ESG investments, monitor the commitments, and basically ensuring that there is no greenwashing, which still that data aggregation and monitoring remains the challenging point in ESG.
It certainly does. BNP Paribas is a leader in sustainability, but how has BNP Paribas Securities Services committed to it?
Well, in several ways. First, through our public commitments as a firm and as a business. As a firm, we've been one of the early signatories of the Net Zero Banking Association. As a custodian, we have been one of the very first signatories of the PRI, so the Principles for Responsible Investments. Second, by very concretely integrating ESG into our internal processes and into our product development. And we aim at having 80% of all of our products incorporating ESG components by 2025. And last but not least, by providing solutions to our clients to accompany them with their transition, in particular through what we call our open ESG strategy, whereby, and to try and address the issue of data collection, aggregation I was describing before, by connecting our clients to a bunch of some of the best ESG analytics providers through one single platform, online cloud-based platform, which we call Manhouse, by the way, whereby clients can collect, aggregate their investment portfolio data to then consume them through ESG apps that are geared to some specifics around the E or the S or the G, allowing to screen and measure and assess a portfolio through a bunch of different ESG criteria at a click of a button, basically.
Right. And finally, Patrick, in the last minute here, as the world continues to grapple with the pandemic, how do you see the investing landscape changing or evolving in response to the pandemic times?
Well, good question. I mean, really, two things here. Resilience has improved, will continue to improve. In fact, through the pandemics, we have all had to beef up our cybersecurity, beef up our technology. We have learned to be able to operate at 99% more or less working from home. So in a way, we have all become more resilient. The ecosystem has become more resilient. Therefore, resilience will continue to be absolutely top of mind moving forward. Second, the pandemic has vastly accelerated the digitalization of processes, automation of processes, working from home, obviously, but also, as we all could see, vastly increased the virtual and digital client interaction, and has, as we can see through the volumes of communications, vastly increased the volume of digital communication for clients. And in a way, has allowed us to improve and will force us to continue to improve the client experience, being digital, but not only, because we believe the best way is a hybrid way, that is a combination of digital, advanced digital communication, and also face-to-face. And we're still happy to see that our clients are happy to, from time to time, also seeing us face-to-face, like this week in New York.
All right, Patrick, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you, Jill.